We'll try a match game here with you and then leave out doing one of the actual tournaments after that. Hi, I'm Grace, Palm Club champion. So you beat Putz in a match game. I did. It must be good if you beat the Marion Club champ. How'd you like to try and be in a match game? That's why I'm here. Well, Hero X, show me what you've got. Let's go! There's this way for me to practice the new club here. You there! Play a match game anytime. Will you play? That's what I was here for. Well then, go ahead and start from hole 1. Alright. There's a brand new course to check out here. Expect there to be a lot of palms. Yeah, my drive's not that far, so just stick to this side. I'm not gonna make it over that water. Let's see. Should be able to get across there on the following hit. Yeah, that looks fine. Sphere of the overall distance 212 yards, that's more than halfway. Good luck, have fun! I like the tournament better. It's a lot faster paced because I don't have to waste the extra time watching them play their shots. Could have kept from bouncing as much, that'd been all perfect. A little shorter than I wanted. If I got that timing right, it'd been good, but didn't, so. Okay, so distance-wise. Sorry. Still a little short power-wise. And get the classic par by something to beat her to a birdie. Well, you're not even trying. Wonder with me. How much? Wish there was a reset button, but it's fine. Alright, at least got the first hole. Keep those ties going. I'll take the win. That's an interesting looking green. Good luck. Oh, that's real good luck. Got this game in the bag. Ah. She's a bit more modest in her approach. Just keep starting with 3 wood instead of 1 wood. Just as well, because you can usually cover the distance just fine afterwards. That is a really weird green. It's all slopey. Yeah, I was hoping if I can keep it popped up in the air that my lack of power will compensate in the pool. Keep it right about there, and then hopefully you can put a backspin on it to get it to land where I need it to. I can't tell you how many times I got that in the tournament. It's like slides right by. It's like, I was so close to being in. I don't have the ability to feather it quite that much to make it more precise, but that's alright. You are not good at parting there, girl. Putz could at least do that much. It's in his name. Really probably shouldn't have to worry too much about this. There. Harper's not hitting it too hard. A little hill at the top there, and then... Woo! Yeah, she's going full out this time. That's that Moist Drive Award. Just barely. She does in general have a longer drive than me at 220 instead of 212, but... really hard and get right on the green. I seriously doubt I'll even be that close, but never know. Just trying to compensate for the wind comes to the tricky part. Wow, that came way short. Wow, that was my fault for trying to get fancy. And that wasn't even close. Here, the standard shot was gonna overshoot it, but that didn't even get out of the. Wow, I was gonna land in the bunker for a second, and didn't even do that much. Pipes. Well, we're not taking this one. We shot that a lot more than I expected. Only because of that out of bounds. Yeah, they're a traditional putt mess up, so we tied. Someday she'll surprise me with those putts. Who knows? Yeah, it's even worse than the last one. You didn't take that real much. Hers a lot more than did mine. She has a lot higher height to her hits than I do. As for me, we caught it that time. To be honest, I think I can get it with the putter. Oof, sorry, I was wrong. Realized I was still in fairway. That was my mistake. I wasn't reading the play properly. I just suck at these approaches. That's why I don't want to quit. Especially when that freaking close. Yeah, it's just hard for me to time the upswing by double tapping it to get the backswing. That's why I like putting, because I only have to hit it once, not twice. Well, that's not the problem. I have to tap both of them, so when if I do it on the way back, I then have to double tap quickly to hit the power marker and then the accuracy marker. So I have a hard time doing that. Either one of them, if I'm not precise, will throw it off quite a bit. Doing so well on this course. It relies a lot more on approaches than the last one I was doing, so I keep messing those up terribly. Obviously, out of bounds. Miscalculated putt. More to the left. That's right. Wind didn't really take it that much, obviously from the perspective it's a lot more left to right distance than from the fairway perspective. Like, oh yeah, it's like they didn't pull it very much, but yeah, I can make that one. Way angle it. It's too hard. Lucky, but it's too hard to get out in the middle. The peanut. Wind's at our back, boys. I want to go that. Oof, it was too hard. Downhill took a lot more than I expected. Alright, she got a part. Ice cream cone. With fairways, I have to think too much about where I'm trying to find the ball. Shine me, will ya? It's always amazed by just how different the distance is by that minuscule the timing difference. If I had hit it at full power, I would have like overshot the hole, which would have been worse. Now you really are trying to show me up. Yeah, but you have to be a certain distance away from the pin to be able to do that. Yeah. Hard. Was it? Short distance then it wasn't. It get caught by the wind at all. Really are trying to show me up. I was hoping I'd get an eagle or a really nice birdie, and you're over here. Yeah, easy, me too. A departure from your regular bogeys you're getting. I won that one. That's where I usually try to overshoot it so much like this, because I expect that I won't time it, and thus I'll come with far short. The problem is, if I'm wrong, I've completely messed up the shot because I overshoot it. Such a weird hill there. These are the luxury leg. And peanuts and ice cream earlier. So it happens when I hit that properly, but I didn't want to hit that properly, so I tried to compensate by hitting this from the other one, which was enough to keep it from out of falling into the Roth, but so close. It rolls so poorly from those approach hits. A lot closer than I was expecting she's gonna get that. Which means we're not winning this one either. Didn't land down the green real well, so. Oof. Okay, even out this way. It's a windy day, folks. Whoa! I was trying to avoid the hill. An interesting choice. Well, if I can get on the green, that should give me a little bit of an advantage, but if throwing buckets at him, push, push. The machine and everything. Wow. And put the backspin on that, it still skipped right off the hill. It's an odd shape. Some sort of bruschetta. Maybe a panini. Cheese melting out. If you would just flip and roll. I don't know how it is that it manages to stop on it like Velcro. It makes it so much harder for me. So the one thing that this whole course has clearly proven me terrible at is I can't get those approach shots. Part of it's because it's so hard to time the narrow space on the bar there, but it's just because it just does not react the way I expect it. Rolling. Oh. Kind of get closer to the cup there. Yeah, one more. At the turn! Little pocket hills. This course is apparently real windy. Let's all go to the lobby. Hit both those trees. It's crazy. Well, yeah, I guess the wind will take it. Oh, I did good. I was going to say, I wouldn't have done that because I don't think the wind's gonna bend. So, I was right. The fans were wrong. What fans, big guy? I can actually come up short enough. Too short. It's so frustrating how much of a difference that slight shift on the power makes. I'm actually not going to bother using that this time because I want to see if we can actually get it to roll in instead of. Well, most of that just has to do with how the wedge works in general. I would need to shift up to a iron or whatnot, which I can technically do approach shots with those two. I hate doing these approach shots because it comes so much shorter than what the meter says. It's like, that was too hard. It's like, nope. Not hard enough still. Again, I don't know why you have to vex me. I feel like enough of an idiot. I'm over here complaining about how hard it is to get these chip-ins and you're like flawless. So unfortunately, it's so much harder for me to do approach shots than the other ones because the difference in how the power settings and everything relative. It's like, if assuming I time it perfectly, that's pretty much exactly about where it's going to land, but everything else is kind of relative to that distance, but I can at least get a general gauge that if I put it midway, it's half power. If I put it 3/4 away, it's 3/4 power, but on approach shot, it doesn't work that way. Put it at halfway, it's not going to be half of whatever the maximum distance is. It's going to be something completely different relative to the type of terrain and whatnot that I'm on. It's so strange. Give me warm fuzzies. And actually get to that part of the green and actually be a pretty nice landing spot, but yeah, they do. And then you go here and then I can see the shift in the terrain and everything, so I can get kind of a gauge as to I'm going to land somewhere in here, not rather than the single point spot. Trying to figure out what I want to do with it power-wise. It's so hard for me to do anything with it intentionally. Would do that. I'll take it. The wind took it a lot more than I was expecting again. Which is, again, hard for me to tell between the two differences because it's a minor shift from the high aerial, but it's not more significant from the... You're just gonna keep trailing me the rest of these holes, aren't you? Apparently I needed to do better on the early game to keep from having to challenge you as hard. This is gonna get frustrating. Right, I'm on the up, it just means I'm gonna have to keep tying her the whole rest of the way. It's just gonna take the game draw out longer. Opposed to it was making steady points. I was like, alright, just have to, but then quit winning holes, so. And I need 3 more wins, I just can't get it to actually win anymore. I just kept failing the putts early on, she keeps getting those solid chip-ins and stuff now. Surprised me if she did a chip-in on this one. Yeah, the wind didn't catch that at all, which that always throws off so much when I'm trying to calculate what I'm doing, because then that stuff happens and I go like, I have no idea how, when I aimed there, the wind didn't do anything. Literally nothing, apparently. But it, with the way the obviously the wind system works, it's extremely low to the height that I get on it, which unfortunately I don't really have a good way of reading. Right, if I were to be a little bit better versed in typical height values of the different types of clubs, it wouldn't be so bad, but because... Right, with the PD version I can go like, okay, here's the full arc that I'm tracing. Like, okay, so you know the wind's gonna hit the wind at about this. Again, all I'm gonna get from this, since I couldn't land on the green, is tie her again. She's so much better at the approaches than I am. Yeah, I wish I understood more what those numbers actually meant, but there's a lot about the instruction book elements that game access to from here, and I have to go on my way to try to find it. Got the power right and everything. You really start to take me off. I hate how windy it is in this course too. It's hard to finesse the pixel environment, yeah. It's still easier than trying to finesse in a real world, I suppose. She's trying to show me up. That's literally at the turn. I think her entire gameplay style shifted from where, like I said, she couldn't land a putt for the life of her within those first 9, and then starts trying to do this whole I could get an eagle. And it was like in the earlier par 5s, you were just, you know, playing on the course, and then I don't know why she's been doing what she's been doing, but it's frustrating. Pool hustler. Think you got game, boy? I'd like to land it on the green, but I know I'm not going to be able to just because of how wonky my shots wind up being, but and I don't know how aiming at that spot and only missing that by that margin does what's easily an extra 50 yards difference. And it's so hard for me to calculate that distinction because I don't understand what causes that difference, because compared to the tee shot, which wasn't precisely where I landed it, but it was relatively within the parameters, but that wasn't even close. Yeah, thanks, I guess it was mine because I don't have anything to gauge it against. Wind really caught that. Goodness. Hit it at full power. I don't know why you have to be a... Hey, you're lucky you didn't just drop it straight into... I guess so. I'm having such a hard time on this course. I hate that there's such a shift in the putter too. It's like 30, 50 feet, 100 feet. It's like, why there's just like 30, 60. Way the approach shots and whatnot work. Yeah, how wonky the greens are exactly. You like putting. Because unless I get this in, I'm losing this hole. As close as she got in that approach. Yeah, and her now lack of fumble putting. Because I've seen her miss shots that close. Just trying to get the feet on that. I don't aim too hard that way. DP 25. I think that's too cool. Feet and 25 feet. So it's 12.5. Right, gonna be there, but a little harder for the hill. At least Todd. Now, as always, would like to simply hit it over here. It's then a lot easier to land, but Yeah, I was actually thinking the same things like that. Pretty cool, but then again, I can technically still hit this far within one wood, so. I mean, as long as the wind, yeah, as long as the wind keeps it from going that far, it's fine, but and as long as I don't hit it at full power. But the real issue is I'll come up way too short and I'll just fall in the rough there, but the 98, so in theory it should be pretty accurate this time. Just trying to calculate the distance. I think the timing that precise, but 65 is halfway. Seven would be there. Use. I really hope the wind takes it now. It didn't. So hopefully it'll be a pretty straight putt. It's hard for me to gauge the power on the hill. You almost got that in. I duffed it by making the shot too good. And I wanted it a lot further to the left than it landed. Oh wow. I completely miscalculated that hill. I thought it was going to be actually steep since it was a pretty solid uphill on that first part there, and it was going to be a steady uphill from that point on, but okay, I was wrong. A lot of that again is because of the... yeah. And again, the power meters just weren't giving me the figures that I thought they were, so it was throwing me off too. Spot on accurate, but the power was completely wrong. Dragging this one out. Definitely saying is that when I go do the actual tournament, I'm not gonna get a 9 under the way I did for the... You kidding me? I'd have done, or I would have, either one of the... I would have, either the... There's absolutely no way I'm gonna get that more precise than she did. Right, because the difference between here and here... I suck. We saved the birdie. I'll be at the same 16th hole we do this. But so. Dormy hole. Why are you hitting the rough? Doo 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 doo. That's a little. Kinda like it, but it's a little weird. Holes and greens. It's gonna cost me. That'd be a perfect hit. Oh. Rolled forward a lot further than I thought, despite the backspin. It's me. You hit from that rough, she got pretty close to getting in there. You only need to tie. Oh, good. I didn't see you need to. Hill there's a little weird because it has this whole downhill. Shouldn't fall too much though, but. There we go. Pull it off. Staver off a little bit more towards the end there, but I appreciate it. Suzu's actually putting in the effort, like the earlier in the game. Definitely made it a lot harder. Can't wait for me to play match games, I guess. Still the tournament. Oh, okay. Apparently I play match games with them in order. Didn't realize that.